it's a developmental spectrum disorder. Autism is made up of a constellation of symptoms, including difficulty with communication, social interaction, and compulsive behaviors.
Well, we play multiplayer games. We play multiplayer games. Y'all don't have Halo Infinite. We have Halo.
What we call stereotypic behaviors. One of them might be spinning in place or hand flapping. A lot of them may have language impairments.
So look, you're just a hater. We got Bethesda, man. We got Bethesda. He required Bethesda. Xbox News.
The earlier therapy begins, the more overall benefits for the child.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not that big of an asshole. I'm not going to let you sit through some awful dubstep music, alright? This, my dearest viewers, is, the amazing Lucas. He's amazing, alright. I ain't gonna diss him too hard. Unlike other peasants I usually respond to, he's not too bad to look at. You know, I don't think grown-ass men should be wearing backwards hats, but, you know, that's besides the point.
Too sweet.
So everyone's been hitting me up talking about
Lucas, have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Microsoft bought Bethesda. What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about that now?
Well, based on the number of people who are approaching you in such a manner, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you talk a lot of shit.
Listen. For all you Xbox out there, listen. I'm happy for you, okay, player? I'm happy for you. That's correct.
I'm sorry, but it's nearly impossible for me to believe a fanboy would be happy for another fanboy. See, you guys literally exist to fight each other, and I watch in amusement and make money. So if you don't mind, could you just do the fighting thing instead?
All right? Because what have y'all been screaming about?
Lucas, we have a powerful console, though. We have a powerful console.
Yeah, the performance really isn't that big of a difference when you look at the PS5 versus the Xbox. It's not that big of a difference.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Digital Foundry did compare the PS5 to a 2060 Super recently, so I guess it'd be fair to assume that the Xbox Series X would probably have somewhere around a 2070 Super, which is actually kind of significant, especially for 4K. I mean, you better hope the miracle SSD in the PS5 that Sony ponies have been saying can make it match a Series X actually delivers and comes through, because you will see a significant difference in Xbox and PS5 games.
But Lucas, we have multiplayer. We have multiplayer.
Yeah, we have multiplayer too.
I mean, realistically, neither of you actually have multiplayer, because it's locked behind a paywall. Yeah, nah, I'm being a smartass here. But okay, listen, look. I don't exactly know what multiplayer games are big on the PlayStation console right now. All I do know is that the biggest ones are on the PC, and Microsoft has quite a few multiplayer-based games for the Xbox. I mean, do you know of any multiplayer games anybody's actually talking about exclusively for the PS4? Because I can't think of any.
So, what else y'all got? Because y'all have no games. Y'all had nothing.
Is this motherfucker seriously saying Xbox has no games in the very same video where he's talking about Microsoft purchasing Bethesda? Listen, between me and you, I know you're a Sony pony. I know your whole goal is to cheerlead for Sony and only support Sony and fanboy as hard as you can for them. But come on, we all know deep down inside that you love Doom, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Dishonored, The Evil Within, Elder Scrolls. That's a pretty hefty list of games, especially very successful games and very beloved games. And don't get me wrong, I personally think it's a bad thing that the possibility of these being exclusive could happen. After all, Microsoft themselves left that possibility open. But it's absolutely retarded to open up your video saying Xbox has no games when I just ran you down a list of franchises that may no longer be on the PlayStation.
All right, y'all had nothing. So if anything, what I expect from all Xbox players right now is a thank you to all PlayStation owners.
Come again?
To all future PS5 owners, I expect a thank you. That's all I want. That's all I personally want. It's just a thank you.
Boy, have you lost your mind, because I'll help you find it.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, we thank you for saying we had no games, because Xbox must have heard you guys taking a dump on Xbox. And they finally bought Bethesda.
So you know what? You're welcome.
Listen, you're a grown man, or so I assume. The backwards hat makes it hard to know. So I'm gonna do my best to talk to you as an adult and treat you with respect even though you're a complete dumbass. But if you think Microsoft gives a single shit about what some PlayStation fanboys on Twitter say about them, then I'm gonna have no choice but to assume you are a child, because only a child would think that. And only a child would talk to another person this way, okay? Look, Microsoft doesn't give a shit what fanboys think at all. Look at what Phil Spencer said to Crap Gamer back when Crap Gamer was a die-hard Xbot.
Phil, you didn't stop to ask the hardcore fans that stuck by Xbox if this is even what we wanted. It's not. Don't do it! Don't do it! I canceled my Quantum Break pre-order as I said I would. You weren't upfront on Quantum Break going to PC.
You canceled a pre-order for a game you want to play because someone else gets to play the game on Windows?
On principle, Phil, it wasn't listed. It suddenly gets listed a month before it releases, and I know Halo, Gears, Forza are next.
I've said it over and over. We are focused on the best place to play for gamers, not about creating walls. They don't give a shit about you guys. What I tell you. Your loyalty to a corporation means nothing to them. These guys are in the business of making money. They know Bethesda games sell a shit ton, and they want to put that shit on Game Pass because they want to put Game Pass everywhere, okay? They want people to play Game Pass on their phone. They want people to play Game Pass on their computer, on the Xbox. And if Microsoft decides not to make the games exclusive, then they still get a huge cut of the game sales if they remain on the PlayStation. They don't care where they make the money as long as it's made. Don't get me wrong, I don't like any of it, alright? But it's pretty fucking clear what Microsoft's intentions are. They don't give a shit about PlayStation fanboys or Xbox fanboys fighting over these games. They're going to get their money from both eventually. It's all a matter of time. Actually, not a matter of time. It's pretty much guaranteed now. And none of that was your doing.
I know, some of y'all whispered it. Thank you. It's okay. You're welcome.
What can I say except
Your mom, yeah!
All right, you're welcome. But I want you to think about a few things, okay? Microsoft had to spend $7.5 billion to play ketchup. Ketchup.
See, he plays with his ketchup. I told you he was a fucking child. See, I fucking knew it. Damn, is this child harassment now?
Think about it. They had to pay $7.5 billion to play catch-up to Sony.
okay?
That's how far behind y'all were.
Microsoft could drop the entire Xbox brand and they wouldn't even feel a dent. This isn't a move of desperation. This is literally a move Microsoft made because they can afford to do it. It's not something Sony could do. That part's probably bothering you, and it's making you very salty. Now, if Sony was the one turning around and purchasing Bethesda for $7.5 billion, you probably wouldn't view that as desperate. And I know because I've seen what you Sony ponies do on Twitter anytime any sort of acquisition from Sony is announced. These guys take to Twitter and lose their goddamn minds.
And here's the thing, I don't want to even hear anything about Xbox players, because what have they been screaming?
Well, we play multiplayer games. We play multiplayer games. Y'all don't have Halo Infinite. We have Halo.
No, so I don't even know what y'all talking about now.
Well, once again, I ran you down a list of some of the biggest single-player franchises. Doom, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein. I mean, it is true that the Xbox brand has more multiplayer games, but now they're about to have more single-player games too.
Because the last time I checked, y'all didn't even care about exclusives.
Well, it's just single player exclusives. We don't even care.
But Ghost of Tsushima, but what about Uncharted? It's not just single player games, we also have multiplayer games. Okay.
To call Uncharted and Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer games is a fucking joke. Those are single-player games with multiplayer attached to them. They are not dedicated multiplayer games.
So I don't even want to hear anything about you screaming about exclusives. What? Evil Within? That's not multiplayer. Last time I checked, Dishonored, that's not multiplayer. Before I checked Dishonored, I believe, Wolfenstein? That's not multiplayer. So what y'all talking about? Y'all can't go from, I don't care about exclusives, we got multiplayer, to now talking about, yay, we got exclusives, I want to play exclusives. No, y'all don't get to have your cake and eat it too.
I mean, to be honest, you're both being giant hypocrites, so it's kind of pointless to even call out the other group. It's like the thing about fanboys that interests me so much is how they think they can come out and call out another group, and they'll both leave with massive L's. And it's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. What you guys should care about is how much stuff you said you don't care about PC gaming that you suddenly do care about now. Let's focus on that hypocrisy, because that list is way longer and far more interesting.
You don't get to talk about bull crap, your multiplayer, and then taking dumps on our exclusives.
Which are fire, by the way.
You know, the last time I recall ever participating in a console war, I think I was like 8, maybe? Yeah, 8. But we weren't making imaginary rules about what people could and couldn't enjoy back then. Holy shit. These console fanboy wars have gone to the extreme.
And then finally, when y'all get some boo-boo ass exclusives, boo-boo.
So he plays with his ketchup, he calls things boo-boo, and he screams like a child. I mean, I've come to the conclusion, this is a child in a grown man's body. I'm about to get into so much trouble for child harassment. Just watch. Elitist prick bullies handicapped boy. Fucking canceled before 2020 even ends.
And we don't even know that yet.
Wait. You're deciding to now all of a sudden use an edit cut when previously in your video you didn't even bother to edit yourself accidentally saying Dishonored twice?
And we don't even know that yet. Here's the thing. They announced this prior the pre-orders. Think about that. Y'all are probably getting played right now. Y'all so dumb.
Pretty sure the majority of people on Xbox don't actually give a shit if these games become exclusive. Pretty sure the only thing they have their minds set on is the possibility of another Elder Scrolls or another Fallout or another Doom going day one on Game Pass.
Y'all thinking, oh, they're gonna come out with future games. Isn't that what y'all constantly saying? Future, Lucas, in the future, in the future. Bruh, they baking money right now, tomorrow, off of you dummies talking about future. Think about that. Make that make sense, you dummies. Make that make sense, you dummies.
Now, of course, if we follow his logic here, he should also be against people buying PlayStations because Sony practices the same thing, right? You know, they show you a little teaser for God of War, nothing else. They're just promising you, oh, future games. Just wait for all those big future PlayStation exclusives. Is there really any difference here? Did you think before you complained about this? Or did you just take to the mic and start ranting because the news was hitting you hard? Also, he does realize he's talking about Bethesda, right? He does know the amount of games under Bethesda's belt. He should know very well Bethesda will continue to publish games and make games because their games sell a shit ton and get a lot of praise. It's not like Microsoft bought some development team that was basically falling apart and needed some saving. This is a huge company.
And if you want to think about the exclusives y'all are getting, if you guys get them, because let's be honest, Microsoft doesn't have the cojones to make Doom an exclusive to Xbox.
Is this guy seriously doubting Microsoft's anti-consumerism right now? Did he not see when Microsoft acquired Ninja Theory, which eventually led to Hellblade 2 being exclusive to the Xbox?
Alright, Xbox players ain't ready to play Doom, okay? They probably melt their brains, okay? Let's just be honest.
Sorry, wait, say that again?
Xbox players ain't ready to play Doom.
I couldn't, no, what? Say that again, one more time.
Xbox players ain't ready to play Doom.
Aren't ready for Doom? How the hell are Xbox players not ready for Doom if they play Doom and Doom Eternal? Does this guy think Doom is not on the Xbox? What the this man is confusing me. No, not this man. This child is confusing the ever-living shit out of me. Please, make sense. What are you trying to say?
But think about it. Dishonored. What was the last Dishonored? What was it? Dark Worlds or something like that? What did you guys give it on Metacritic? I think it was like a 6.1. All right?
Oh no, they didn't give it a high review score. What does this have to do with anything exactly? And either way, that's the DLC, my friend, which also received mixed reviews on the PS4 because, you know, the DLC was a mixed bag of things. Now, either that was an editing mistake or some of the most disingenuous bullshit I've ever seen a console peasant attempt to do. No integrity whatsoever, but I don't expect integrity from a console fanboy.
What do we have? Wolfenstein, the last installment of Wolfenstein, Youngblood. What'd y'all give that on Metacritic? 2.2, okay?
Does this guy expect bad DLCs to get good reviews? What, like, are people supposed to give good reviews to a bad DLC? Because the message I'm getting here is that Xbox players are supposed to lie to themselves that they like these DLC expansions. Also, I couldn't help but scroll through your channel and notice how outdated it was with its super anti-SJW stuff. You're based as F, you know, congratulations. I see you've turned to thinking you have some kind of political voice that matters. But evidently, it would seem not even pretending to know politics could save your 400k plus channel from the massive viewer bleed you're going through right now. So someone as anti-SJW and based as you should realize that this DLC was infested with social justice, apparently. So shouldn't you be in favor of these Xbox guys not liking this DLC?
Fallout 76. Do we really need to go into Fallout 76? Do we even have to discuss the disaster that was Fallout 76? So what do y'all really got, huh? What do y'all really got with Bethesda? Okay, really, y'all have Doom. That's it. Doom and Skyrim, okay? Doom and Skyrim.
You know, I kind of admire the amount of effort he put into selectively gathering those games, and practically ignoring every other Bethesda game that he knows exists. He has nothing, alright? Nothing. That's why he's been breaking down in tears throughout this entire video. He's frustrated because he knows he has nothing to say. There's no way even you could convince your own dumbass audience into thinking Microsoft purchasing Bethesda isn't a huge move that changes everything. Your own audience thinks you're retarded. Well, whatever's left of them anyway.
Let's not play games here. Y'all getting these games on the way out of retirement, all right? On the way out of retirement. Because if anything, y'all gonna have to come out with
New games.
okay? Sony came out with new IPs. God of War. God of War.
Dude, you're such a grandpa.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my lord. Did this guy just say God of War is a new IP? How new is this dumb motherfucker to gaming exactly?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Not exclusive, but you know, whatever.
Okay? They came out with new IPs. Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Oh yes, of course, Uncharted 4. Brilliant. New IP. Right out of the fucking gate. Listen, both Microsoft and Sony are going to rehash what has been successful throughout the previous generations, alright? You're still getting another fucking Ratchet and Clank. You're getting a Demon's Souls, again, only it's shinier now. You're getting another God of War. You're getting another Little Big Planet. Like, do we have to go down this list? Who are you? Exactly what relevance do you have in the gaming community? Do you not know shit? It's like watching a child discover gaming. My God.
Xbox takes, Sony creates. Those are facts. Xbox takes, Sony creates.
So the next time Sony buys out a studio and then has them develop a game and make it exclusive for their platform, let's just all remember Sony creates all the time and only Microsoft takes. Bloodborne being exclusive only to PlayStation? Nah man, that didn't happen. No. Sony created Bloodborne. They did it, you know? On the 6th day, Sony said, let there be Bloodborne. And Sony saw that this was good.
10 years from now, bruh. You won't even see the games until 10 years from now, all right? Let's stop playing games and acting like this is a big deal. Ain't no big deal. They're not gonna make Doom an exclusive.
He just continues to repeat himself, thinking that if he keeps saying the same shit over and over, it makes the point more valid, which is another thing a child does. I'm done with this dumbass. I just can't do it. Sorry. That's about it. Alright? I'm tapping out. I gave you plenty of video. Don't complain. And if you do complain, I'm gonna go on month-long hiatuses again. So shut your mouth, and I'll see you next video.
Everything I do is just too sweet.